Hi everyone, welcome back
Hello.
to As Seen In.
I just sound so ill as well. That's the funny part.
Hello. Guys, what are we doing today, Kaylee?
Today, unfortunately,
Unfortunately, I've been looking forward to this.
It was just a joke. What did you put the genre as?
Teen romance comedy or something.
Yeah.
To be honest, I wanted to make a new genre and just call it Netflix original.
True, but then they do all sorts of genres within it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it could be like teen romance comedy Netflix original.
Yeah.
That should be a genre on its own.
That's quite good because I don't think anything. It doesn't compare to a normal rom-com. Do you know what I mean?
Not at all.
Not because
it deserves a category of its own.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say something like that. I was going to say because it's not as good, but you know.
No. But there's also so many others in that category that I feel like it's big. It's a good enough description of a genre. It's not just one movie.
No, yeah, I get
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, we haven't even said what
we haven't even said what it is. God, the suspense.
They know from the title of the episode.
Oh yeah. So it's literally not even a surprise.
Yeah, but guys, today we are reviewing the amazing The Kissing Booth.
Yeah.
The excitement in my heart.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Yeah. This film's been out for a while now. There's actually 3 now, so we're only talking about 1 at the moment.
Yeah. We'll do the first one just because we have so many words that could be said, and each one I feel like deserves its own episode if we were to talk about it.
What's your favourite one out of all 3? Don't say why or anything, I just need to know.
3.
Okay, mine's 2. So.
Okay. In order, so what would the order be for you?
2, 1, 3. I actually really liked 1, which we're talking about today, but 3 is... I'm not saying a word.
Okay, well mine is 3, 1, 2, probably. Actually, I don't know.
So different.
1 and 2 are so on par.
Okay.
I honestly can't even remember fully what happens in 2, but I remember enjoying it so much.
No, 2 was good.
Okay. But yeah, anyway, let's focus on number 1.
Okay.
What were your initial thoughts first, like, going into the movie?
Okay.
And then also, what did you think overall at the end? So
actually, if I think back to the first time I watched it, it was probably... How old would I have been? So I remember watching it at my old house, which was the oldest age I was in my old house was 18, right? So I can't have been under sort of, you know. And I remember... This was
first year uni.
Is it first year uni? Okay, so I was 18.
First or second year, yeah.
Okay, first year uni I was 18. So yeah, I remember, I don't know why I watched it actually. I think Netflix just like pushed it my way, you know, when they just force you to watch something because they're playing it 24/7. And I watched it and I loved it. And I knew I shouldn't have because it wasn't, you know, brilliant. But I loved it. Like, I remember watching it with my sister and I was like, wait, I'm going to watch this again. There was no reason that I liked it so much, but I loved it.
Yeah, and same with me. I feel like 2 of the boys I loved before came out before this, right?
I think they were like round about the same time, isn't it? Because all 2 and 3 have also come out sort of like the same time.
Okay, so I remember when they both came out and I was just on my Netflix original teen drama romance hype, and I was so excited for this movie, no idea why, and I loved every second. I was watching it with the biggest grin on my face the whole time.
Yeah, it's so cheesy and it's so cringe, but I don't normally like things like that either, so, you know, the fact I actually liked this film, obviously... Yeah. It's like Twilight or whatever we reviewed in the past. Not that I'm comparing them, but it's not a great film. It's just not. But like, it did hit the spot for me.
No, but this is why I don't understand why you're saying it's not a great film, because you enjoyed it thoroughly.
I did enjoy it, but if I'm looking at it from like a technical or from the POV of a professional film critique, which I'm not, but if I was one.
Yeah.
Come on. You're going to compare that to something like... I don't know. I don't even know what to compare it to. Because, you know, okay, let's say Shutter Island, my favourite film. Yeah.
Okay.
Because put them side by side, what's the better film?
Yes, however, the same argument I had with Twilight. It's in its own category.
No, I do agree. That's why I like it. Because for what it is, I like it.
Yeah. Like, we can't compare it to Oscar-worthy films because it wasn't made to be an Oscar-worthy film. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, no, I do.
The purpose of it was literally just like, oh, Netflix original.
But I also feel like
teens laugh.
I was too old to be watching it.
Absolutely. I agree. I was just about to say that. Because I just said, let's make the teens laugh. And I was like, we were literally...
We're like on our way out.
We were so far out of that teen door. But I think it was just because it was like the nostalgia of all of those feelings. Like, it felt very high school. Like, they were literally in high school.
Yeah, they were.
I remember the second movie now, and I actually did really enjoy it. But who was your favourite character?
In the kissing booth?
Yeah. I have mine instantly.
I don't know. I actually really don't know. Who's yours?
Really? You don't know?
I don't know. Like, I do love Noah. Maybe him.
Yeah, Noah's my favourite.
Yeah,
like, just because he's the typical, like, American jock who hates everyone but loves her.
And he is hot. But he's hot, but right? Like,
But he's a really good actor.
This is what I was thinking earlier when I was, thinking about what we were going to talk about. Like, he's a really good actor. His performance in Euphoria is ridiculous. Have you watched Euphoria now?
Yeah, I love Euphoria.
Like, his performance in that is actually crazy. So it's a bit like the Twilight thing I was saying, where how the hell did the kissing booth bring him that in the best way?
Because you could see that he's a good actor from it.
Yeah, he is a good actor.
I honestly think it takes a special skill to be able to act in those sort of movies. Because look at Disney actors. When they're there like, oh my God, Jake, it takes skill to be able to do that.
You just did. That was Elle. That is exactly how she acted the whole time.
But do you know what I mean? Like, it's cringy to the point where it's like, how are you actually doing this so seriously?
Yeah.
Like, you have to be such a talented actor.
You're a comedian.
Like, you have to be able to do that and keep serious and actually make it believable and not look out of place.
Yeah.
Like, the only time it's weird is when you actually imitate it and you're like, oh, this is actually really weird.
Really weird.
Yeah. So I honestly think he was a great actor in this, and he's a great actor in Euphoria.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Who was your least favourite?
Okay, I loved Lee the whole way through until he got mad at her for kissing his brother. Because you were literally like 10 when you wrote that list. Why are you actually holding this grudge? I get it to I get it a little bit. But it was the extremes he went to make sure she felt like the worst person on the planet.
So you have a sister, so you can kind of understand this more. I have a sister too, but we didn't grow up really close in age.
Yeah.
If you and your sister had a mutual guy friend who was your best friend, would you be that angry if he kissed your sister?
I literally wouldn't be that angry. Especially if you're older. Like, they in this film, they were, like, not children.
Yeah.
Like, it really wasn't.
Like, in my head, it's like, oh, it's really not that deep. Like, it's not like you were going to go out with him.
Not like, you're literally his brother. What the thing is, as well, surely if you cared enough about her, you would want, her to be with someone that you know well. And, he wouldn't have to, fact-check Noah, do you know what I mean? Because they're literally brothers.
Yeah, that's why I found it so confusing. It's like in Friends. You've seen Friends where, like, Monica and Chandler go out, and then Ross is like, oh, I'm annoyed, and then he was happy. Mm-hmm. That's what I thought it would be like. Oh, he's like, oh, no, but it's good because I know him. Mm-hmm. He's my brother. Mm-hmm. So I was really confused by that.
And I don't know, part of me always thought Lee was jealous. And not just of the fact Noah was spending time with her, like, jealous of, like, the fact that, like, they went together romantically.
Oh, you think Lee wanted to be with
Elle? I don't think he even knew that in himself. So Lee, I think, was a little bit jealous because of his reaction being over the top and dramatic and whatever.
Yeah. I also think we haven't spoken enough about the list, for one, and the whole concept of the film revolving around these dance mats. I love the dance mats. Those are literally, like, my favourite games in the arcade growing up, but I did find it a bit strange how the whole premise of the movie was revolving around this
let's dance, Lee! What is actually wrong with you? Like, get a life, loser.
Honestly, Like, it was cute, not gonna lie, but then they carried it through the whole franchise.
The whole 3 films.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't that deep, actually, at all.
At all. But they made it as if it was like, we're going to the Olympics.
Oh,
on
no.
These dance mats.
In 2, don't they literally go to, like, a big competition?
Yeah!
And you're telling me that exists? Is that even a real thing?
No, we need to give 2 the time of day it deserves,
Okay,
because
fine.
there's so much I could say about 2.
Yeah.
Now that I remember. Do you get me?
Yeah.
But yeah, the list. What was your opinion on the list?
I think it's cute. Like, it's nice to have as friends when you're, under 10. But they're like, always buy your bestie an ice cream when they're sad. Like, actually shut the fuck up. Like, what the... Like, that's not a normal friendship.
This is why I think that we are not the target audience.
Like, why don't you bring me an ice cream every time I'm sad? Is it because that's a bit fucking weird?
It's a bit weird. But I think it does, like, I was researching just, like, things to consider when reviewing a film. And one of the things was, what did this film teach you? And I feel like, hear me out. I feel like it teaches teenagers to be, like, considerate to one another. Understand me? Do you understand? Because it's like, always, involve your bestie in this. Always, like, it's teaching you to be emotionally aware.
To the point that the brother gets so jealous he almost bloody kills himself. Did you see when he rode away on his bike or whatever it was? I was like, come on, man.
Okay, yeah,
like, that's teaching them to be salty when they date their friends' brothers. And that doesn't seem too friendly to me.
Yeah, fair.
I see where you're coming from.
But you get, like, some of the points, it's like, oh, this can be a lesson for the youngest. Get you. Yeah. I do think Noah had some serious anger management problems.
So do I, so I really understand.
Like, it's quite dangerous. Like, this is borderline emotional abuse.
That should have been maybe sorted out.
Dialed down just a bit.
He was someone that needed to look out for himself before getting in a relationship, and
Absolutely.
He didn't do that. But I really enjoyed the physical kissing booth scene, where he was like, no, I'm not going to do it, blah, blah, blah. And that was my favourite scene. When I first watched that, I was like...
Yeah.
And the sparks flying around.
The sparks
the
flying.
Camera just spinning around.
Spinning. That's the best, honestly, one of the best scenes in cinema. I went a step too far, didn't I?
You literally, sometimes there's a line, and you literally throw yourself over it. With the fullest of You just said that there's a scene in the kissing booth that is the best in cinematic history.
Along those lines, yes. That scene where the sparks, it's literally fireworks and the camera's spinning. The soundtrack is literally like so majestic. It's you feel euphoric watching it. No pun intended.
Such pun intended. That's obviously why they gave him the role. And the anger translates through as well.
Exactly.
They were like, wow, Noah's so manly and angry. He'd be perfect for Nate.
He'd be so perfect for Nate. Nate? Yeah, Nate.
Nate Jacobs.
In Euphoria. Like, I honestly feel like that scene, I need to watch that scene again.
It was very nice.
They really, really did so well.
The height difference makes me feel confused.
The height difference is like what you hear people talking about on social media. Like, oh, I want this height difference. Whereas like, but you don't need this height difference.
But it's like crazy.
Like, he would literally have to pick her up.
No, like, he was literally on his knees to kiss her at one point in the film.
Yeah.
And I was like, in the nicest possible way, because I think they're both really good for the roles that they played. But like, what casting system for this is going to be really easy to do a love story out of this giant man and this tiny little girl. Like, pardon?
How tall are they?
No,
how tall
literally. Have you seen them just like normally stood next to each other? Because in the film they kind of like work around it a lot, and like there's always scenes where he's somehow crouching down and like whatever, or like leaning over a table, and like you never really see it. But when I saw them like together in real life, I was like,
yeah, exactly.
Does this work?
She's 5'3", so tiny.
Very
That's
small.
so cute. I love that. Do you not like
small people?
Short people.
No, I hate them all.
And then Jacob Elordi it's saying 1.96 meters. Why
That's
can't it just
tall.
be in feet?
I'm
That's
guessing
very
6'4".
tall, right? 6'5".
6'5" and 5'3". Like it's
Wow.
It's weird, but it's like, what can you do about it?
Could you see yourself being with someone that's like a foot taller than you? That's over a foot taller.
That's way taller than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon I could.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I would find it so... Like, my neck would be strained all the time from looking up that much.
True.
But maybe
and
that's
also,
something
you know
you
what
just
I find so weird about it? Like, how do you hold hands? Because surely her arm is like this. And he's like dragging her ground on the floor. Like, how does that actually work?
I would love to just view someone from that perspective, though.
I know.
Have you ever thought about how someone sees you from that height?
Surely he just sees the top of her head.
Yeah.
Like, how did you fall in love when you literally see her as a little mouse?
Exactly. I feel like the height difference was very unnecessary, but they were both perfect for the role.
Yeah.
And I really like Joey King.
Yeah.
Like, I really think that she's a great actress.
She's done some things that I think are a little bit questionable, as in like acting wise, but she's done some really good roles. Like when she did the Gypsy Rose one.
Oh, I've heard about that. But
she's good in that, actually.
What are the questionable ones? I swear she was in that Kill Bill.
Ramona and Beezus when she was a child, but I'm not going to attack a child.
No, but that was cute. With Selena Gomez.
She just plays really annoying children. Like there's an episode of New Girl which I know you haven't watched, but she plays a child in like in one of the classes, like when she's like literally 10.
Yeah.
And I'm literally like, shut up. I know it's a character, but like literally the most annoying character you could think of.
Okay, fair. No, but I think I'm excited to see what she's going to do next.
I hope she keeps going down like a serious route, do you know what I mean?
I get you, but I'd also like to see some more Kissing Booth-esque.
You'd literally want to see Kissing Booth 4.
Please.
That's all you want.
Please, I would be the happiest person alive if that happened. Because I was waiting day in, day out for the Kissing Booth 3. And especially knowing that they had filmed it at the second time as 2. I was like, why keep it from us? Just give it to us right now.
You've got it.
I feel like we have talked about this quite a lot. Let us know, guys, if you want us to do a review of number 2 and 3. I'm sure at some point
again.
Yeah, like Twilight, I'm sure we will.
We don't care about your validation, but also we need it.
We need it, and let us know also what films you want us to review next. And check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Audible, literally everywhere. YouTube, TikTok.
Oh, look at that in synchronous. It's almost like we rehearsed it, but we didn't.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this. Mm-hmm. Kaylee, what's your final closing statement about the Kissing Booth?
I feel like if you've never watched it, you definitely should. Absolutely. And then form your own opinion of it, but take it for what it is. You know, it's light-hearted. No one's going to trust my ratings after I say such a high rating for this. I'll say 8.9. Maybe 9.
Yeah. Okay. I'm literally going to say the exact same thing. 9 out of 10. I would say 10, but I just know it gets better.
Yeah.
So I can't give it a 10.
Okay, yeah.
And then absolutely see it if you haven't already. It's literally on Netflix. So please watch it. Just for some entertainment. But yeah. As we said, thank you so much for listening to As Seen In. We will catch you in the next episode.
Yeah. And everything on social media is at As Seen In. It's so easy. Scene spelled like a movie scene. And you'll find us there.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye.